Getting started with the stream. Today is gonna be one of those days, because this system is awkward. Oh, it looks like it started up here. Let's see if volume works. Test, hello. That's beautiful. All right. Wait, why is this? I should refresh. Okay, now we're good. All right, let's see if YouTube is working. Indeed it does. Back to OBS, and we're off to the races. Alright, thank you very much, Henry, for deleting the old one. Alright, oh, this is actually really big. Good morning, Snotty. How you doing, man? Let's change this to code. Henry. What do you mean not gonna say your name? I literally said it. Were you just not in the chat yet? What? Yours is the first name I said because you removed the old notification. I saw that. I was like, "Oh, thanks, Henry." And you weren't here to see it. What the hell, man? What the hell? Okay, anyway, so I'm working on the party system now. And oh wait. Luxterity responded. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I figured. All right. I agree with Lix. I'm gonna do it anyway. If people complain, I mean, like, what would they complain about, really? It's literally just extra experience for everybody, really. Ba-da-ba-da. So, the problem with this party system is that I'm gonna have to figure out using a data store for it somehow. Basically, the idea is you invite someone to a party. Like, you don't have a party, you invite someone to a party. That means you create a party where you are the leader. But if you or someone else leaves the game, then you would still be in the party. Same thing if you were to change servers or go to a different place, you'd still be in the party, but the party would say that you're not in that area. Or if you're offline, it would say that you're offline. I think that's pretty important for a party because, like, I'm going to have party quests in the future. Hey, what's going on, Unknown? Rigging? Like rigging in Blender or rigging in Roblox? I'm not too familiar with rigging in Roblox. Rigging in Blender is pretty easy once you get used to it. In Roblox Studio, there's like I can't help you too much on with rigging in Roblox Studio because I don't really do that, or at least I haven't done that in the past. I think I tried doing it once a very long time ago, and it just is like a test, and I didn't like it very much. But there are like a lot of guides on YouTube about how to rig. Like the spider tutorial, like the one with the spider in it, is a pretty good one. That's the one I used when I was going through it. So you should be able to find it. It should be one of the first results, honestly. All right, so how would I make a car system? I'd have to look at examples first because I know car systems might sound kind of basic, but they can you can complicate it if you want. Um, like I'd probably start by like if it's just like a racing game with a bunch of cars, I'd start by figuring out okay, what do I want the cars to be able to do? How fast do I want them to be able to go? Um, what kind of advanced features do I want? And then just kind of build out the each car table that way. And then if I can simplify things like there's a bunch of tutorials that put like different parts of the car in meta tables. I don't think you need to do that. I think you can create different tables for different parts and constantly draw upon different modules for that, which is essentially what meta tables are doing there. But there's no need to actually create a meta table for that. At least I don't think so. Metatables in Roblox are just to simplify things for the user, and it doesn't do anything except bog the system down and make it slower. No help. Hey Barcy, what's going on? I'm trying to learn modeling in Blender. I know most shortcuts like Control B, double click E to. Yeah, I mean with Blender you just gotta kind of do it and learn on the way. Like there's no way you can just memorize every single shortcut and know the best way to do things just by being told it. You kind of have to like you do it and then eventually you learn it. And as for you, Henry, I don't know. Yeah, you feel free to make more PowerPoints, Henry. I will be using them eventually. Um, but anyway, as for your question about cars, Henry, I don't know. You're gonna have to be more specific. Just how to make a car system. Like that's how I would start. just figure out exactly what I want the car system to do. I would like to make. I'd like to make like Need for Speed Most Wanted kind of thing. But I have a feeling other people have already kind of done that. Pretty sure there's one or two decent car games, racing games in Roblox. The thing with this game, I don't think there's any other game like it on Roblox, which is why I'm kind of going for it. All right. Anyway, I gotta get back to focusing on this party system because the buffs don't work without the party system because it has to check party stuff. And I'm gonna have the party system in the game anyway before the what's it called, for the beta. So I might as well do it now. So doing the party system again. I'm gonna have to have some kind of data store that contains party information, and then when someone leaves the server, I feel like instead of using a data store for when you leave the server, I'm going to have to use Marketplace service. And the only server that has the data store open for the party is going to be the server with the party leader in it. And if the party leader is not in the game, then well, I guess you said we should go with the second option anyway. With regards to if the party leader leaves, then the next person that was in the party the longest becomes the party leader, and so the party leader closes the data store, and then that person opens the data store, and then everything can happen with that person. Yeah. Can I open a data store in a read-only state? Roblox data store read-only. I'll just look at the documentation, because if I can open it but like not really open it, just kind of read it, then that is all that the members have to be able to do. Yeah, I mean, if statements are applicable for every single coding language, and if it isn't, then it's not a good coding language, I would argue. I just get async. Brain. What? Most companies are using Golang for like their web stuff. As for the rest of them, like everybody uses like C and Python. There's no way they all switched. There's absolutely no way they all switched. What programming language does Amazon use? This was 3 years ago, so no. I mean, the thing is like the stuff with coding doesn't update overnight. So even if they say they're updating, it wouldn't have. They're not going to update for a very long time. These are not up to the people making the code. It's up to the bigwigs up top. And the bigwigs up top are slow as hell, and they don't know what the hell they're doing 99% of the time. I don't know, man. You tell me something. I don't believe or disbelieve you. I gotta check, and then also whatever you typed was like, uh, what's it called? Start out. It was not actually given to me in full. So if it was a joke, then I don't know what the joke was because it didn't actually say anything. Did you have a period in the name of the language? Because you gotta remember Twitch censorship. If you don't, then the joke falls flat. I'm working on a party system, and I'm trying to figure out how I can do this to make it as dynamic as possible. While because I can make like a just general like low tier, like very very bottom tier party system where it's like, oh, you're in one location and that's a party in that location, but once anybody leaves the location, then the party like breaks. The thing is because I want things like party quests and party dungeons, I need the parties to be able to be transferable to different places and saved. So like parties have to have their own data store basically. I've already added. Yo, where's there it is. Like when the player joins, I've already added a party ID and made it blank. Um, let me actually go over here into player template. So stats, currency, buffs, class, other skills, storage, customization, location. Wish list, mail, donate items in trade. Let's go with I don't really want to put it in a new place. In my opinion, like I like it better, but yeah, I mean it's up to you. Like if you got used to Studio, then the Studio is better. If and they're also adding a lot of the same features that this has to Studio. It's just gonna take a while. I don't want to put it in settings. That's dumb. Info. I guess actually, should I make it location or should I make it info? No, location should be something completely separate. I'll make it info. So we'll do info is equal to table party ID is equal to nil, I guess. Yeah, that I am. That I am indeed. Although chat helps me out every once in a while, so I don't know if I can truly claim to be solo. Data store dot value dot info dot party ID. Nice. Party ID or blank. Oh wait, this will nil party out every time, so I actually have to comment that out. That's funny. That's funny. So, all right, we have the party ID that goes into the player's information. So we try to create something here. I really don't like this. I don't like HTTP service generate GUID because there is a 1 in a billion chance that you generate the same ID, which is yeah. I guess the way around that is to concatenate it with like the current time or something, but or I make the party ID also like equal to the user ID of the party leader. Actually, yeah, I can just do that. I'll make the party ID just the user ID of the leader. So this is for create party, so I can do player dot user ID. We'll comment that out. We can comment that out too. Honestly, I don't even need this here. I can just comment this whole thing out up here. And then in here, I do this. Alright, so leader is going to be player. Drop settings by default is free for all members. It's going to be player what is it, self dot services dot players get player by user ID member ID. Well, I can't really do this here. I'm gonna have to do something. So create party, we get the player data store. So these two are assumed to be correct because they come from something that checks both of them. Member ID is not assumed to be correct, so we're going to do local bool comma member player is equal to pcall function no return that. Then we're going to say if bool is not equal to true or member player is equal to nil, then return end. So these are all the parties. The ID is just the user ID of the leader. Right, and only the leader can join like certain things. Like I would check the party ID against the player's user ID, and if it's the same, then you can do things. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I like it. I like it. Yeah, go for it. I mean, I suggest you don't do the same exact thing I'm doing because I do things a bit differently from how others do things. Henry can probably talk your ear off on how I'm doing everything wrong. But, hey, it works for me. Alright, so we've got the party here. Fair enough, fair enough. Is there anything else? Oh, let me, because I was actually talking to AI about this. And they were giving me suggestions. The AI was giving me suggestions that I'm probably not going to actually do. But I like the suggestions. At least they give me suggestions. Oh yeah, this is for adding and removing. That'll be later. This is going to have to be a function, like a remote function, not a remote event. Yeah, return function self change party settings. Player data store settings and self.parties if self.parties player.user ID then so this is going to have to be like a number. This is going to have to be, and I don't even know how many settings I'm going to have here. So the drop settings are obvious. What else do I have here? I only have drop settings and transfer leader. and leave party, kick from party. Hey, what's going on, man? Oh wow, this is yeah, that's better. Need to be able to see YouTube too. All right, so we've got self-dot parties, player user ID. No, what I have to do is I have to do another p call here. Local bool. Setting. Oh, I guess. Change drop setting is what I'll do. I guess I'll have a different function for everything for now, and maybe I'll merge things later. Function self dot. Do we already have invite member, remove member, transfer leadership, player data store, new leader ID. Same thing is going to be here. Local bool new leader is equal to pcall function and return. Where is it? Here it is. New leader ID. Yeah. You can play the game. Here's the game for if you want to try it out. That's like a pretty old version of it, but when I say old version, I mean before the overhaul. I haven't really been able to update that for a while because what I've been updating for the past like month and a half at this point has been just the back end code and making sure I can do things in the future a lot easier. Like I needed to do this again. The more I do this code, the more I realize that I really needed to do it. But yeah, it's still taking way too long. All right, transfer leadership. New leader. If bool is not equal to true or new leader is equal to nil, then return end. Then we do self dot parties new leader ID is equal to self dot parties player dot user ID is equal to nil. That should work probably. And down here, drop setting is equal to pcall function let's do return. Let's put this in the constant table. So what is this going to be called? Drop party drop types is equal to table. We're going to have 1 is equal to free for all. 2 is going to be even. Two is for the commies out there. All right, and 3 is for the free for all. Is basically you just pick up whatever you can. Even is whenever someone picks something up, it's evenly distributed. Regardless, whatever acorns you pick up is evenly distributed. I'm talking more about items like equipment and potions and things. Even will, like when you pick it up, go to like a random person. But like it won't ever go to the same person twice until it went to everybody already. Or if everybody's oh yeah, actually that's kind of awkward. Oh, I guess in that case it'll just go into your mailbox? No, no, I can't have it go into mailbox. I have to have it not pick up then. Oh yeah, I have to figure out how I do even. I mean, free for all is what I want to work now anyway, and I can think of the other one later. So I'll just comment even out later or until later. You can't really change free for all, but yeah. So change drop setting. Dot drop settings is equal to drop setting. This is going to be self.modules dot module shared constants dot party drop types settings. Sure. Drop num. That's fine. Yo, what's going on, man? You know, same old. Just trying to make this game not in limbo and working. If bool is not equal to true or drop setting is equal to nil, then return. And okay. Yeah, guys, join the Discord if you want to give me suggestions or talk about stuff. So we've got change drop setting, transfer leadership, create party. Actually, should I make it so that the party is just disbanded when the last person leaves? I could probably do that. Or when the last person like leaves the game, I mean. Yeah, that makes sense. So basically you have a party of, let's say, 4 people. They're all online. One person changes the place, which they're still online, but they changed place. I think that has to be handled by messaging service, so I'll figure that out. As for everybody else, let's say all 3 of them leave the game, so now they're offline. Now the one person in a different place has to become the party leader of a party where he's the only one online and the rest of them are offline. But if he leaves, then the party is just destroyed. Yeah, that's fine. That works. That way I don't have to play with data stores at all. And I really didn't want to play with data stores for parties. Get So the inventory space in this game that I'll probably offer for money is probably going to be storage space because it's not going to be required, I don't think. It's going to be like just something extra. Um, but another thing with storage is not going to be, you're not going to be able to access storage from wherever. You have to be at specific locations to access storage. It'll be basically like the bank. What's going on, guys? What is going on? Alright, so I have the party set up, kind of. I don't have the actual like invite GUI set up though, so I'm gonna have to do that. That's not. That would just be over here. So this is the actual party menu. Oh wait, what? Oh, that's funny. So started GUI, party GUI. No, you're good, Henry. Just you can remove those botted followers, you know. Didn't I tell you how? Oh yeah, with you were like you don't want to get hacked or whatever. Okay. Well, if I get hacked, I'll let you know. Alright, so we've got the party GUI here, but I think I needed some kind of pop-up to come up like down here. Like I don't want it to be in your face. And I wanted to say, let me disable this. I wanted to say, so if someone invites you to a party, or in the future if they invite you to a guild, or really anything, or a trade, like all those notifications, I want them to come up down here. I want it to be accept, decline, ignore, and ignore will. I mean, I would want ignore to be like per session, and it'll ignore that player for that session essentially. Like the player won't be able to send notifications. But maybe I'll just do the other two, and I won't do ignore yet. Actually, I already have the ignore list here. I just don't have it set up. I guess I could do the ignore, and then just make it easy to remove ignore. Oh, also, I don't know if you guys like it or not, but I changed all of the menus to have a little red circle around the X button, wherever the X buttons are. Right now in the game, you'll notice that that doesn't exist. It's just an X button. So that actually took more time than I wanted it to take, but I did do that. It just makes it more obvious that, hey, this is where you can leave. All right. This is going to be request GUI, other character GUI. I haven't changed it for the other character GUI, but that's because that's part of the replicated storage or whatever. Where is it? NPC shop, message to player. Maybe this? Oh yeah, this is funny. I think that should be enabled at all times. But yeah, it's up to the YouTube channel too. I'll start making videos on there soon, I promise. Also, I'm pretty sure all the streams are going to be saved on there for the future, so that will be the case. You'll be able to watch 4 hours every day, or for now it's every 2 days, but in the future it should be every day. Not the main GUI. I guess I have to create a new one. All right, let's go. New screen GUI. What are we calling this? Request GUI. Let's go frame. It's gonna come up here. Now let me change this to this first. 0.5, sure. Yeah, I want it to, or do I want it to just be like right in the middle here? I think having it be right in the middle is fine. Wait, YouTube Shorts. How do you do a YouTube Shorts stream? What? Is it just like when I say how, I mean I'm on YouTube right now doing a stream. Like, isn't it just like a regular YouTube stream? Like, oh, a 10-minute stream. I'll do it one day when I'm walking my dog. I'll do a YouTube short stream where I'm picking up trash while walking my dog. It's TikTok live, but on YouTube short. All right. Anyway, I think. I do believe this specific pop-up is not going to be the same like it's not going to have the same GUI visuals as the rest of the GUI. I think I'm going to make it like gray with like a level of transparency there. There you go, a little transparent. Let's add the corner. Let's make it 1 is too much. 0.1. That's fine. Let's do stroke. I'm gonna do 2. I want to make this white, I think. Let's try that. Yep, I like that. But dude, do you know how ridiculous like GUIs are? It's insane. I have a lot of GUIs, yeah. I have different GUIs that handle different things. Like I have my right click. I forget what the request. Oh wait, no, oh wait, this is what it is. That's funny. Okay, I'm deleting this. I have my right click. I have my quest GUI. Settings, shop. The thing is there's like there's 2 or 3. There's a few ways you can do GUIs. There's 2 main ways that I know of: either creating different GUI for everything, or just having one GUI and having all the frames in there. I'm pretty sure doing it the frame way wastes a lot of memory in some way. I forget exactly why, but when I was initially doing things, I ultimately ended up doing this. Hey, thanks for only following me for 3 months, Henry. Only 3 months. I say that knowing full well that we did a test 3 months ago to see what happens if he unfollowed and followed and it reset everything. Don't you mean uwu? Yeah, I mean, it depends on like how involved you want the game to be. Like for me, I've got the inventory GUI. I got a bunch of different frames, a lot of different frames. So in this now, we're gonna add. Let's do text label. Background transparency. Should I make the text white? I'm gonna make it bold, definitely. Let's make it white. And then we do you have been invited to join Aerostyle Devs group. Or group. What kind of party? All right. Now let's increase the size of this. Make this my chroma. If I do... Oh, right. Where's... Oh, wait, no, what? I know I can do rich text. I don't really want to do rich text, but... Sure. Let me see. Wait, so cool. He clipped me saying ooh. That's alright. You can clip me saying a bunch of stupid crap. Alright, so we've got party. Should I do that? No, that makes no sense. Exclamation point. And then we do 3 buttons. We'll have them go 0.5. Let's do 0.25 maybe? 0.3, 0.4. I feel like 0.5 is too much. Yeah, 0.4 is fine here. Alright, get rid of the image from the image button. I will make this the color of... I'll make it green. Here it is. Oh, not image color. Background color. Yo, what's going on? How you doing, man? How you doing? I guess I should use the off-white that I normally use. I'll go back there. Where'd it go? Here it is. I just need the color code. So instead of white, it's going to be that. Yep. Same thing for the stroke. I'm going to change it to the off-white. And then for this stroke, this is going to be... Should be this. And then instead of making that gray, I'll make it a see-through version of the dark. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Maybe I'll do the dark for the UI stroke too. Yeah, that's fine. Hardly noticeable, but that's okay. I need the UI gradient as well, the normal UI gradient that I use for like everything. I'm not going to do that. Gonna add a text label 0.5 1 0.5. All right, make it transparent. Text color is the off-white. Just use the same UI stroke, honestly. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, Henry. You're gonna love it when I start talking about my hot political takes. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, okay. Never mind. It's all because of you. Oh, cool. It's all because of Henry. Henry's actions bring all the boys to the yard. Your ego is higher than you. I don't think that makes sense, but let's go with it. Alright, so this text label is fine. I just need to increase the text size. Accept. Yeah, what is it going to be? Accept, decline, and... Oh, that's a little bit big for that font. Okay. Now we do plugins, auto scale. I love it. And then increase the size to like 0.9. Yeah. 0.85, I'll say. It doesn't really matter. All right, let us say accept, decline, ignore. Accept is going to be position. Let's do this. 0.2. Decline is going to be at 0.5. And ignore is going to be at 0.8, right? Or ignore is going to be at 0.8. All right, we go ignore, decline, cool. This might be a bit big. Well, I know the actual text up there is big, so let me rein this in a little bit. Better. I hope I didn't change this too much. Apparently I did. Accept, decline, ignore. All right. I'm kind of okay with that. Let's change the color of, so decline is going to be red, but it's this specific red over here. All right, and ignore, I think ignore can just be, let me try to make it the other brown color here. Is that fine, or should I just make it gray? Or just make it the dark color, the dark brown color. You can try that. You can barely see that. Yeah, I'll make it this color, and then well, let me see gray. Let me see. That's fine. I think gray is fine. All right, so we've got this. These are all, yeah, because I copied everything. I'm just a copycat. All right, we got accept, decline, ignore. Enjoy the coffee, man. Oh, that reminds me, I should drink a little bit too. What? What do you mean chocolate? What are you talking about? Are you drinking chocolate milk or coffee? I love this thing, by the way. What do you think that is? Is that the life cycle of a fetus or a bubble? Because it's a bubble to me. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, so this is what pops up when someone requests to join the party, and this text will change. Or let's go arrow style dev sent you a trade request. Should I make this shorter? I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it shorter, but wider. Okay, and then we can move this to position of 0.5. Anchor point is 0.50. And then all three of these, the size can, well, the Y size can be like 0.4, right? Yeah. Oh, awkward. So this is 0.2. Oh wait, that's size. 0.2. Yep, 0.5. 0.5 and 0.5. Over here is the same, 0.5 and 0.8. Beautiful. Gonna find a person named Ron. Jeez. Jesus. Alright, size is gonna be point. Oh, whoops. Y is gonna be 0.45. Position is gonna be 0.5. Wait, what? Stop it. 0.50. X position is 0.5, Y position is 0.05. 0.025. Better. Alright. Alright. I kinda like it. So one thing I want to make sure of is I want to make sure only one of these pop up at a time. So basically, I want this to be, if I make this move below, perfect. So I can come up here, and then when you accept, decline, or ignore, it can either just disappear or just move down. And the next one comes up. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Hey, what's going on, man? Thanks for the follow, dude. Much appreciated. Malformed number. What in the world? Whatever. There is no number there. Whatever, that was a while ago. Doing okay. I'm just trying to figure out this party system now. All right, let's get into the code now. I've created this. I already have the party GUI. So now I actually have to start doing the code. So let's go here. Make this smaller. Okay. I'm gonna have to create. This is the player template. This is the server party module. This down here is where I'm going to create module client party dot luau. Local self is equal to table return self. We're definitely going to need modules. I mean, I can script okay, I think. I'm just kind of slow. That's my main issue. What is it? Function self dot import tables module services modules folders remotes. Self.modules is equal to modules, and okay, so we got the first code out of the way. So this is on the client. This is specifically for each player. I'm going to create a another module called module client requests .luau. Local self is equal to table return self function self dot import. It's going to be the same exact thing, and in fact, I'm just going to copy this whole thing. I mean, I spent time learning it, so it's not really, I wouldn't say it's luck. I'm lucky to have the time to learn to script, sure. Although that's arguable. I don't know if I have the time or just am kind of forcing it. Alright. I mean, I can answer short questions for you if you'd like. I need to like actually make money doing this though, so I need to figure out a way to make money doing this, which is why I'm trying to make a good game. That's how you make money, right? You make a good game. That's what I hear. Although I think that might be contested by the fact that most of the front page games on Roblox are kind of not necessarily good games. Nope, sorry about that. Alright, so we've got requests. This is what I'm doing. This is a server master module. Where's right click? Okay. Oh wait, I have to go to the old, was it the old client script, I think? Old client script. Here you go. Now let's go to constants again. I can just do this, right? We've got class, miscellaneous, player, NPC monster. I'm just going to copy this code here because wow, that's a big code. Not that big, but yeah. We go right click. This is going to be in some kind of initialize thing, I would imagine. Function self.initialize. Okay, we do this. This is going to be self.modules.module client player.player. Local other player is equal to this, and this is going to be self.services.players. Other player, get rid of this. Let's get the right click frame and the right click GUI. Which we already have here. Right click GUI. And I'm pretty sure this is just a right click frame. Yeah. Ooh, subframe. We've got the right click subframe too. it is. Alright, any other... Oh yeah, we do use a few times. What was this for? Nothing. Got rid of that. We'll find click connection up here in a second. User input service. Maybe I should just do... no, I'll do it. Self services dot user input service. I'll do it that way. R click frame. Do we have to do anything here? Am I only cloning it once? Because then I can just clone it up here. And then I could just call it frame. And then I can... yeah, hide this. Right click GUI. Oh, right click options. Right, that's gonna be in here. So right click frame, we can hide that. Subframe, however, subframe we actually need to create different things for. Alright, player GUI. Self.modules.module client player GUI dot GUI. Right, that's what it should be. Right click frame, this can be commented out. Right click options, right click subframe. This is what I copied, right? Yeah. Alright, and these are going into different modules, that's fine. NPC module should actually be pretty much done. There's some things that I still have to take a look at that for, but yeah. Right click options is actually going to be self.modules.module client, or sorry, module shared constants dot right click options dot player. Right click options and right click options. Okay. And these are all just connections that I want to happen. So, all right, trade initialization remote. I mean, this is going to be completely useless for now. What's ClickCon? Oh, here it is. Oh, it just removes. Oh, it serves a purpose. It serves the same purpose as like a bunch of other things I made in the past. Just to remove the frames and disconnect things in a somewhat timely manner. And the task.wait is to defer it, really. I could probably just do task.defer, but whatever. I guess those are different things after all. So click connection. I mean, in reality, I kind of need this to be the same as the disconnection that I have in the main menu, which is actually even more than this. It has to take into consideration the mouse buttons, but it also has to take into consideration any of the keys. Because the way this is now... Yeah, the way this is now, like you could right-click a monster and then move very far from the monster and then click one of the options that came up before. Whereas I'd like to make it so that if you right-click a monster and then you press any other key, then it disappears. Like the option to select something disappears. Like the moment you click anything else. So you'll still be able to like move pretty far left and right on the map if you really wanted, but like it wouldn't make a difference. Actually, would it? So it wouldn't make a difference now, but in the future, if I ever turn streaming enabled on, and then you leave an area, it would entirely depend on modeled up here. Okay, so what I would have to do to make this work with streaming enabled on is remove some of this stuff in here. Like I'd have to set this earlier, because then this just becomes a string rather than have this be reliant on a model. Because if streaming enabled is not on, then, or if even if it is off, moving too far away from a monster will actually despawn the model, and this will error out. It'll error out because model doesn't have a parent. Model is destroyed. Model's parent is nil, and nil doesn't have a name. Yeah, we can make that work. Did I already copy? I did not. I am going to copy this just for now, so I can see any other things. Trade, and yeah, these are just remotes, and then this is to go into the script. That's kind of fine. We'll make it work. You know, it's going. Things are moving along. This is one of those situations where in order to do one thing, I need to work on another thing, but in order to finish that other thing, I need to do this other thing. So I started with buffs, but I can't finish buffs before I work on parties. But I can't do parties until I do the right-click GUI stuff, and the right-click GUI stuff has like other things associated with it, like the bestiary and the like NPC interactions. NPC interactions are pretty much done though, so I can set up the NPC interactions. The bestiary is like that was one of the more recent things I did before, so I can just bring that in, and I need to do that anyway. So I might as well get those working. And then after that, we have the trade GUI script, but this one I'm going to ignore until after Yeah, I'm going to ignore the trade GUI stuff. In fact, let me do this. Yep, that's trade GUI. Completely ignored. Oh, whoops. Model. Ruh-roh. Oh, wait. Why? I thought I copied this whole thing. That's confusing. I thought I copied this whole thing, meaning that model should exist. Player mouse. So that was above. That's fine. Let's. Player mouse, target filter. Yeah, that's weird. I would, but I have a feeling people wouldn't necessarily like my music. Also, like, I can't listen to music and talk at the same time. Like, that just gets distracting to me. I gotta do one or the other. I can multitask, but only on like 2 or 3 things at the same time, not more than that. Is A anywhere else here? No? Okay. So this is going to be target. Sure. If target is equal to nil. That's fine. Oh, I did have it. It's just, this is... I commented out the wrong spot. Oh, this makes sense now. Alright, we can ignore the other player situation. Like, this would always have to be done anyway. So... Actually... Yeah, we have things there. That's fine. If we set this to nil, then it doesn't matter. I mean, anything to get me money as long as it doesn't take too much of my time away. Or if it gives me enough money, then that's fine too. I'm willing to hear you out, yeah, for that kind of stuff. If it's something that like I can't make something with relatively quickly, then I can't really do it because I really have to start making money soon. At a different time, I would be more willing to do other things, but yeah, I'm kind of strapped for cash. But yeah, you can let me know if you want. Feel free. You can DM me on Discord. Bestiary GUI script. Oh wait, no. Up here, where is the bestiary GUI script? Oh yeah, this isn't even that long. It's funny. So here's what's going to happen now. I'm going to... This is open page, okay. Let's create the bestiary. Module client bestiary.luau. It's all the same stuff. Except I might have services to do. Let me see. Let's find out. Oh, look at all that red. Gotta love all that red. So first of all, let's change anything that says bestiary over here. I have to change to self. Oh, geez. Also, all of this has to be in a function. Function self.initialize, and let's just move all of these loose equations into there. That's a function. That's a function. Okay. All right. All the rest of these are not quite okay, but kind of okay. Oh yeah, I mean that kind of investment ideas, I'm okay with that. Yeah. Where like you basically the idea is you get what you put into it back plus interest, so you get some money out of it, and I get some of my advertising cost reduced. I'm totally okay with that. Yeah. I mean, yeah, feel free to message me on Discord, and when I get to the point, which should be soon, when I get to the point where I want to advertise, I'll be making I'll try to make a bunch of videos, and I'll advertise on TikTok and different things, and I'll give you ideas on where I'd want to advertise, and you can say yes or no to costs if you want to take a look at that. We can talk about your payout on there too. I just saw Henry post the Uwu thing. I didn't watch it, but I'll watch it later. Alright, so we've got initialize. It really depends. So, I mean, if you want, you've already DM'd me in the past, I think. I mean, yeah, DM me again if yeah, DM me, and just to remind me. And when I get to the point where I'm gathering all that information on like how much would it cost to do this or that or otherwise, I'll give you a heads up and see if you'd still be interested in doing that. Because I think on someone was telling me, I think Henry was telling me actually, on Robux it would be like 10,000 Robux or something like that. Which I don't know if that is correct or not. I didn't actually look into it, so don't quote me on that. Hey, what's going on, Burstman? So this is monster stats. Self.modules.module shared monster stats. Let's grab monster stats, make sure that that is the only thing there. Monster stats. Yep. I mean that sounds like that sounds like a more realistic number. I mean, here's the thing, because I wouldn't only want to be advertising on Roblox. I'd want to reach out to YouTubers too, and ideally give them a rundown on how they on like the game. But I'm sure most of them wouldn't necessarily want any kind of guide for it. Like the places I want to advertise on, like before even getting into Roblox, because I don't really know how much of a return on investment actually advertising on Roblox is, given how they push certain content. Like I'm not sure if that is even the best idea. That's like the on the bottom of my list. Like I'd want to advertise like in many places where it would be free. So if I can get if I can get a YouTuber to cover it, maybe they'll ask for something, maybe they won't. Who knows? I could talk with them about that at a later time. I could try to get it on TikTok and see if people can share it around. That would be technically free, right? Just making other videos on YouTube, trying to share them in different Discord servers, that's technically free. Although in some cases, some people would ask for money. Oh yeah, yeah, no, that would be great. Um, yeah, just to give them a heads up. Ooh, I like the faces. I think the first one's the same as the first one and second one is the same as the one before. Third one and the last one are different. I like that. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Oh, and they're made in interesting ways. Too. Some of them are made in interesting ways where you can like split them up too. That's cool. I like the faces burst, man. Main button. Okay, so this is where we get into main button. Is there any other place where this is? No. Okay, so since it's nowhere else, I'm just going to grab that. It's going to be self.modules.module client player GUI dot GUI to clone, I think. Dot bestiary dot main button. I think that's what it would be. Let me just make sure. Player GUI. GUI, yeah, it is GUI to clone. Okay. Bestiary GUI script. This is I have to look back here. Where is the Bestiary GUI script? Oh, that's literally the script. Self.openPage. There you go. I'll take a look at that in a sec. New button dot parent main frame scrolling frame. So where's main? Oh, is this a that's annoying. Yeah, I set it over here. Wait, no, I don't. Where is main? It is up here. I just I completely didn't see that. Wow. Nice. Congratulations, Outlaw. Hope everything works out, man. That's a good reason to be in a good mood, though. What's this gonna be? Main is where? How many other places is main located? Oh, a few. Okay, let's set it up here then. Local main is equal to self.mo. You know what? GUI is equal to table to clone is equal to nil. Just say GUI is equal to nil. We can say self.gui dot. What are we gonna do? Frame is equal to modules dot module client player GUI dot GUI dot bestiary GUI dot frame. I think that's. Oh, geez, sorry about that. Oh, geez, that would have been louder than usual. Yeah, please do, please do. GUI frame. Let me just double check that the bestiary doesn't have anything else other than the frame. Indeed, it does not. Self.gui dot to clone is equal to module. I'm just going to copy this. It's GUI to clone dot bestiary. All right, now this should make things a little bit easier. GUI to clone bestiary. Self.gui dot let's make this here because this is going to error out if I don't. Frame is equal to nil. To clone is equal to nil. Right, I can't save until I do this. GUI dot frame dot main. Cool. This is back. This is the only instance of the back button. So that's page is local page is equal to self.gui.frame dot page. Back button is page dot back button with capital B. We've got the page here. We got main there. Amazing. The actual GUI itself. Ooh. GUI GUI. GUI.GUI is just going to be the bestiary GUI. That's fine. And then down here, it should GUI.GUI .frame.main, and page is GUI.GUI.frame.page. Yes. And this is going to be self.GUI.GUI. Okay, so these should be pretty much okay. I do have to change the open page and clear page things here. Ooh, drop list. Local drop list is equal to self.GUI oh, is there a page here too? No, okay. Animations. Oh, okay, I remember. Yeah, that's fine. This is going to be GUI.GUI.page. Drop list frame scrolling frame. Yes. Okay. Mon info is much of the same thing. Local mon info. Monster info. If I can spell that correctly. Yo, what's going on, Luxterity? Thanks for your input this morning. I mean, as I said, thanks for your input this morning. Ultimately, it's not in the game yet because I'm in a situation where, first of all, I need the party system. I was working on the buff system. I need the party system to get the buff system done, and I need the right-click system to get the party system working. So right now I'm working on the right-click system, but one of the things in the right-click system was the bestiary, so I'm going to finish the bestiary real quick because there's nothing extra I have to do for this. This is actually kind of done. I just have to translate it to the new system. But once I get back into the party system, I am going to... ultimately, I am going to keep the extra experience within the party if you have more members that are either premium holders or VIP, quote unquote VIP holders. The numbers though, I'm not going to make it 5%. 5% is it's probably going to be like VIP might be 5% and premium might be 2.5%. It's probably going to be something like that. Yeah, it's probably going to be something like that. I can play with the numbers later too. It's not the biggest deal in the world. Yeah, I have to have some kind of monetization, and that's the kind of monetization where it's like a little extra thing. It's not even like the main draw for people to get VIP or for people to play your game with premium. It's like a little extra. It's the icing on the cake. Like you're already getting the cake, might as well get a little bit of icing on it. I mean, I don't know many other games. I mean, I don't know how many games give you extra stuff for playing the game while you have premium. I haven't even gotten to the point where I actually code that part yet either. But it is I would imagine people do it because it makes sense. Yeah, I'll take a look, Outlaw. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm sure because there's a few things with premium players. First of all, you get a payout the longer a premium player stays in your game. Second of all, a premium player has already proven that they are willing to spend Robux. So like it's just like a win-win situation with the premium player. And VIP is just like VIP would give more of a benefit, obviously, because it's a VIP within the game itself. Um, Although I don't know if I want to have. I'll get to the VIP system when I get when I start doing when I start expanding the shop. Really, um, I mean, my idea is basically to try to do like $5 a month or something. I don't know if that's too much or too little. I mean, it's definitely not too. It's definitely not too little. But yeah, no, $5 a month is definitely not too little. I'd have to take a look at what other people charge. I assume it's similar. Yeah, yeah, that it would be. It wouldn't be like you buy it once and you're done. The VIP thing would be a subscription kind of thing. Um, I mean, that is like a very very low. Yeah, I would need more than that. What I mean, like I would hope the game makes way more than 50k Robux a year. Or are you talking about how much you'd want to put into it a year? Because it's also possible that. Well, again, we can talk about other specifics later. But yeah, I mean, I like the idea. I just read the idea. I'll probably respond to you after stream, and we can get things hashed out with that. I'd want to start advertising after beta is out. Unfortunately, there's not like a lot of like after beta is out, there would only be one boss. Although I would like to add a lot more. Like that's the thing. I have this whole grand plan for it. But I got to do one thing at a time. Oh, you're talking. Yeah, if you're talking about the advertising thing, then yeah. Oh, I just saw that Henry is messaging on YouTube. That's actually funny. Henry, are you still on YouTube? I don't see him saying anything. IV in connections to. All right, this is where we're getting into. This is a table. Self dot connections. And anims. We're just going to call it animations. Animations is equal to table. We'll see self dot animations, literally the first one. Gotta love it. For animations though, I mean, I'll have to. Give me a second. I'm gonna stand up. All right, and I'm back. Let's try to get these things settled. Just trying to get rid of some of these red errors. This will be nothing. Cool. Monster stats. I have monster stats down here somewhere. Yeah, man, I hope so. I have I have like one of those um not suspicions. What's the term I'm looking for? Basically, I don't want to talk too positively about my game because I jinx myself. So, but yeah, but based on what I've seen and how decently my game is like can do things, I think it has potential too. Um, the one thing about my game that I know I have to fix and make better is I need like a separate tutorial map and to like have a good tutorial that people can get into it, because it's not like I'm making a game for like people that are very familiar with these kinds of games and they can kind of figure things out on their own. Like I'm sure most of the people playing the game are going to be relatively new to games in general, not even just this kind of game. And it's probably going to mess with people that the using the WASDA for movement is actually going to be like it's not going to feel good in the long run unless you get used to it. I'm sure you can get used to it. All right. Base is base items anywhere else? Oh yeah, it's up there, but that's fine. Self dot modules dot module shared base items. Let's check out module shared base items just to make sure. It is dot items. All right, where's drop button? Drop button is in clones. So we're going to say self.gui.toClone dot drop button. Image label. Excuse me? Oh, we have like a separate image. That's funny. Okay. It's literally the same exact thing except dot image label at the end. Love it. Gotta love it. I also have the same thing but for UI stroke. UI stroke at the end. Rarity is self.modules.module shared rarity. Local rarity info is equal to that. Rarity info. Awesome. Uh, Drop list. I believe this one is, yeah, this one's in the frame itself. So we're gonna do self.gui.gui, right? Self.gui.gui. I took out frame. Oh, whoops. You mean RPG style with open world like 3D, or because the okay, we can talk about the stuff like that later as well. Like that's like there's a lot of different games that I want to make, and when I say different games, I mean a lot of different relatively unique games. Definitely not on Roblox. Like no games I want to make are already on Roblox in any capacity. Or if they are, they're like really bad, or very underdeveloped. All right, GUI new drop. But yeah, I'm very down for making a bunch of other games. Um, a game like this in 3D is basically just like a regular RPG. Um, and the difficulty with translating a game like this is there's a specific kind of charm with a 2D aesthetic that actually will not come out in the game yet. Like the thing in the game that I find the most charming is actually the potential in the skill visuals, because the skill visuals in like regular RPGs, you're in 3D space, so you have to take into consideration the x-axis, the y-axis, the z-axis. You have to make sure everybody can see. You have to make sure it's flashy enough that people enjoy it as well. There's like a bunch of things you have to take into consideration. But because of the style of game, because it's more of like a side-scrolling 2D RPG where you jump vertically and you don't have to worry about depth necessarily, the scale, like ultimately the scale of skills can be so much larger, and you can make it look so much cooler, I think. Just because you don't have to worry about people being behind you. And basically the skills can scale up on the y-axis, so skills can hit higher and wider, and it like it's cool. Basically the game is based off of MapleStory, so it's like like if you know the kind of end game skills in MapleStory, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Like they literally like have like giant mechs that come out for some of them, or just things that hit the entire map. It's awesome, in my opinion. Oh yeah, making a game on a like this basically Unity, that would be my goal, is to make this game here, like and ultimately if this game pops off, I'd like to make one other game, at least one other game on Roblox, and then graduate up to Unity and release it on Steam or something. I don't know if I would release this game in particular on Steam. One of the things with this game is it has that Roblox charm to it, because it has the aesthetics. I kind of want to keep the aesthetics. Something when I started making this game though, is that I started off with an R16 rig, um, and I thought that was like okay. Apparently, people have some people like R16s, or R15. Some people like R15. Sorry, some people like R6, or is it six? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. Uh, I think 15 is fine. Although I was thinking, like, sometimes I think about this when I'm walking my dog. Would it be? Tell me this, chat. Would it be okay if like the for an R15 rig to make it actually like an R like 35 rig and add 10 bones and make it so that the rigs actually have hands instead of just like blocks, but like make them blocky hands. Because that way you can do a lot more with animation. Then you can like point, you can actually grab onto things, you can do like the ninja hand signs that I'm sure people actually want to do. Because if you just add a bunch of bones to the hands and only the hands and make it still like the Roblox rig for everything else, I think that could look really cool. But then you're getting further and further away from the core Roblox aesthetic. Anyway, that's like a completely aside. Yeah, long story short is ultimately I would like to make something on Unity. It would be a different aesthetic and likely a different game. But yeah, I'd like to make again. I have a lot of different games I'd like to make. Oh yeah, I don't even know. So the thing with VR, I don't even know if this particular game can really be on VR because I don't know how you do that. Because the whole like one of the charms, one of the appeals is that it's 2D. So you only move left and right. And so I don't know how I don't know how that can translate to 3D. But there's other games that I would definitely do in VR. That I would not mind doing in VR. Yeah, yeah. I'd have to think about that. I never really imagined VR. I'll have to think. Well, something I do eventually want to do is I want to make the game playable on phone because right now the game is not really playable on phone, and to make it playable on phone, I have to add like a bunch of different things because, or I have to like modify a bunch of different things to make it so first of all, so the GUI is different on the phone because this GUI would not be good on a phone. First of all. Second of all, I'd have to figure out how I'd even do skills on a phone because the whole thing with skills in this game is you have a lot of them that you use, and that doesn't really translate well to phone. Like for a phone, like having 3 skills, I think max on a phone is like the limit that people can be like, all right, this is fine. Once you get into the 4, 5, 6, 7 skills, I think it becomes too much for the phone. But yeah, ultimately, I would like to make it so that you can play it on the phone. It's probably like you can play it. It'll probably be something like you can play it, but it's suboptimal. It's like it's harder to do bosses. It's just more difficult to move in general. And it would be something that you normally just do if you can't get to a PC and you want to get like daily rewards or something. It should still be easy to beat certain daily quests, just not necessarily difficult bosses. If you get what I'm saying. Man, I gotta keep doing this. What am I know I have these connections here. Self.connections. Mon info. Oh no, I'm getting a little bit of a headache. That's a problem. Where's mon info? There it is. Okay. So I'm gonna create local mon info because it's referencing it too many times. Self dot wait, can I paste? No. It's self.gui.page.monster info. Yeah, I definitely had this elsewhere before. Viewport. Awkward. Did this show up anywhere else? A few places. Okay. Local viewport is equal to self.gui.page.viewport frame. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I forget if it was you that mentioned doing that, but ever since I saw that mentioned, I was thinking I could do that. Like have three or four abilities, like just where your right thumb would be, and then have another button that like swaps it to another ability, like selection screen essentially. But like the more I think about it with that, even it's like it becomes more playable, but it's still not ideal. Like you have to. I'll probably do that exactly, honestly. But the players, if people want to play on phone exclusively, they'd have to be like, okay, I have to swap, and this has all my buffs. I'll do all my buffs, then I'll swap, and it'll be an interesting situation, I think, to say the very least. Although I think the aesthetic would be really nice on a phone. I can just make it so that all the menu buttons are just like in like a game like Genshin Impact, where you have to like press a certain button on the side, and then it brings up a whole menu. Like I could do that. I can make it so that the HP bar is on the top of the screen instead of the bottom of the screen. Or actually, you don't even necessarily need an HP bar because it should show up above your head, right? I'd have to again. I'd have to think of that when I actually decide. Okay, I'm expanding into phone. Which first I need to see some level of success on PC. Self dot services dot replicated storage. Services is equal to nil. Self dot services is equal to services. All right. All right. Where is the other services? Wait, I just no. I spelled it wrong. Of course I spelled it wrong. That is just normally what I do. Monster animations. Where did I put monster animations? Like actually, where is this from? What? All right, easiest way to figure this out is mon anims. Click it. Oh, it's right there. I'm just blind, apparently. We all knew that, though. Okay. Mon anims is, okay, easy. Self dot services dot replicated storage dot anim fold. No, that's animation folder now. Replicated storage. Yeah, it's animation folder. Actually, let me see. This is client side code. Folders. Monster animations folder. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna move this down here. Folders is equal to nil. Self dot folders is equal to folders. Monsters folder. Self dot folders dot monster folder underscore replicated storage. Okay, and down here we say dot folders Sure, sure, absolutely. Yeah, I'll reach out to you when I'm at that point. I'll write it down too, so I don't forget. Folders dot master animations folder. Okay, yeah, it can't really get very low there. So this is going to be self dot animations, yeah. We do self dot connections, anim button though. This is self dot GUI dot to clone dot anim button. Whoa. Cinema. Okay, I care. There you go. I pressed like a shortcut on my keyboard that changed the entire visual situation of my screen. So I changed that back. This is going to be .gui.gui. This is going to be all right, where was this? Oh. To number I sub Wait, what? Oh, okay, I think I got it, but that's fine. No more red underline there. Still have a bunch of red underlines here, though. Let's see. Clear page. Okay, that one's fine. Hover leave. Item info GUI enabled. And hover enter. Oh, dear. Ruh-roh. Oh, this is for the items specifically. All right, that's fine. I'm going to be right back. 1 second. All right, back. So, let's get this out of the way, and then let's see if it works when I go into the game. So, item info GUI. How many times is this done? Okay. we can just do local item info GUI is equal to self dot modules dot module client player GUI dot GUI, and then this is just called item info GUI, right? Yeah, item info GUI. This should always ignore inset. Yeah. So I shouldn't need to have it there. Self dot services dot user input service. Base items dot items. Yeah. Self elf dot modules dot module shared base items. Okay. Number image clone removal should just be, yeah, just this miscellaneous thing. Why am I doing this here? I should have a hover client. I think it's just in player GUI actually, now that I think about it. Player GUI, because I have like hover things here. But this might not really apply. Let me take a look at the inventory. This is one of those things where I could definitely save on like certain efficiencies here. If I go into the inventory, we've got initialize here, but we have hover enter, and hover leave is just to get rid of everything, yeah. Yeah, we have this big code here, but we have the same code here. It's at least it should be pretty much identical. I'm going to copy this, actually. I will actually genuinely copy this and put it into here. Function self dot hover enter, also change all instances of player GUI to self. Awesome. All right, we got rid of that. So here's the thing. This is after we already have the slot name. So we're going to get rid of that. We'll get rid of this and this. the idea is it does the GUI specific stuff within the GUI and then it sends it over here. All right, so what information is missing here? Is it literally only slot? Yes, it is literally only slot. This is cool because I can just do this. So basically, this should send like a table over containing all of this information. So instead of like slot.image item image label background color 3, I should send a table with background color 3 in like the first spot or whatever. Or no, the item ID would have to be in the first spot. Okay, so it would be item table. Hover, enter item. Item table, it would be item table 1. Let's go back to inventory, look at this, and then see what I can do about this. If I highlight all of these, comment them out, I just say self.modules.module client player GUI dot hover enter item. Local item hover info table is equal to table, and then we pass along the hover info table. What do we have in here? 1 is going to be this. 2 is gonna be, where's the next red? Oh, here we go. Background color 3. And 3 is gonna be the next one. Item table 2. Item table 3. Not quite done yet. We've got this, which is going to be item table 4. Right, and ooh. Okay, this is the last thing we need. It's going to be Control C, item table 5, do. And that's it. So I'm going to copy this line, then I'm going to comment it out, paste it. Item table 5. We're gonna have to do something about this bottom thing here, though. This is probably not correct. Something's probably breaking because of that. Alright, we do... Okay, so this is in items, this is correct. So now we go to bestiary. Now, pretty much all of this should be identical. So I get mouse position, item info GUI. I changed the position a little bit earlier here. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I'm still working on this thing because I'm trying to find improvements while I do all this. Still working on the bestiary. Bestiary should be done, and then I'll be able to go work backwards. Yeah, I'll have to think of what it would be. I also have to think in terms of not my country. Or is it... I mean, I don't know how Robux purchases go, but in terms of like buying Robux in a different currency, is it like the same? Do they use the US dollar as an exchange rate, basically? Or do they just offer Robux cheaper in different currencies? I don't know how that is. I'd have to figure out what it is, and ultimately it'll be between $2 and $5 probably. Yeah, I'd have to look into it. Ugh. More expensive in Austria. That's interesting. Yeah, I'd have to. Well, when I get to actual pricing, I'll look into it. I'm probably again. It's probably gonna be somewhere between $2 and $5. I'll probably maybe I'll start out at. Here's the thing. If I start out higher and go lower, just the optics of that, people are like, for example, if I start at $2 and raise it to $3, people will be outraged. But if I start at $5 and lower it to $4, people will be way happier than if I started at 2 and went up to 3. You see what I'm saying? It's like a weird optics thing. And ultimately, one way I will get less money and people will be more upset with me. Like it's a really weird thing. Yeah, it's like but the thing is realistically speaking, I would want to start lower and then raise it later when I add more things to it. But again, optically that just doesn't look good. That's the problem when it comes to pricing these things. Like people never like to see prices go up, even if ultimately you're getting more out of it.
if you're getting more out of it, you can kind of rationalize it, but ultimately you're never happier to pay more. You're always happier to pay less. Yeah. I think what I'm gonna do ultimately is have it be 5, and try to get to a point where I'm comfortable with, yeah, 5. This is good. The amount you get out of this is worth $5. I think ultimately it will be. So it's just again, as you said too, it depends on what I offer with it. It can't just be an experience boost, because right now I have it like in my mind. What's guaranteed is a 15% experience boost. Just like if you were to get 100 experience, you get 115 experience, and then if you are in a party, you get even more experience because you have it. Like there's a few things like that. Yeah, and another thing is like I mean, sorry, there's even more that I already have planned in. Like I want and this probably won't necessarily go over well with people, but ultimately it is a better thing. I do want a currency, like a currency in game that you can buy with Robux. And I don't know if you were here when I explained this last time, but I want that because I want that currency to also be able to be dropped by monsters, and I can't have players being able to pick up Robux. So I need something that can be bought with Robux that has like the same exchange rate with that you can buy with, like it's like a 1-for-1 for Robux. So 1 Robux equals 1 currency, and I want the like in game you to be able. So let's say it's crystals. So you buy 50 crystals with 50 Robux, and then in game, like monsters, you can drop up to, I don't know, like 10 or 20 crystals a day from monsters by just farming monsters like that. You see what I'm saying? And that way, like people can be completely free to play and get the currency, or they can get more of the currency by spending Robux. And I think that's fine as long as the currency cannot be used to buy power. Ultimately, it's going to be able to be used to buy power in some way. Like for example, I plan to use that currency as a way to buy like increased like experience coupons, drop coupons, more chances at like the higher drop rates on bosses. Which, if you need me to explain that, I can explain that. I have certain things already planned out for that. Um, but but there's I don't have a thing where you can buy a certain weapon or armor that gives you stats with that. It would be mostly like coupons to, like, again, drop coupons, experience coupons, um, cosmetics, and pets. Mainly pets. I think the people would want to save that to buy pets, honestly. Like because the idea is pets are probably going to be more cosmetic in nature, but like the whole thing is if you can buy pets in game for acorns, but they are temporary, or you can buy pets for crystals or whatever the currency is going to be called, and those will be permanent. And like the aesthetics of the pets will be different too. It would be cool if I added something that the pets can do that is for combat, but that's treading on a dangerous line. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Squirrel? All right, I got to get back into comparing and contrasting these. All right, so I've got. I'm gonna actually reorder this to kind of have this be in the same ballpark. Item ID. Oh yeah, okay. So that would be inv ID.
Yeah, exactly. I need some way to have it generate Robux. I just don't want to be egregious with it, if you know what I mean. Inv ID, I type B item. That's all the same. That's awesome. All right, next we got this stuff here. Yeah, so the idea is uh what was it? You can farm up to 20 a day of the premium currency, and then um if you have Roblox Premium, you can farm an additional 10, so in total 30 a day. And if you have VIP or the subscription, then you can farm an additional 20 a day. So in total, if you have both premium and subscription, you can farm 50 a day. If you only have subscription, then you can farm 40 a day. And if you only have premium, you can farm 30 a day. And if you have nothing, then you can farm 20 a day. Yeah. I don't even know if I mean, this will speed up the process a bit because you can have, again, you can buy like experience and drop coupons with it. But yeah, that is the plan, to have like have that kind of drop situation be what kind of drives certain things in the game. Where and it's like it would be more like the drop rates increase for it too. So it's not like, oh, it would take you an hour to get the 20, but now that you can get 30, it takes you an hour and a half. No, the idea is like it would normally take you. So the idea is you can farm up to 20 as a free to play, but it should take you roughly about an hour to do so. Um, and Same thing with, but it would be the same amount of time for, like, if you had everything. If you got 50, then all would happen is within that hour you'd just get a higher drop rate until you got the 50. So, and I have to put it in the game, but I'd basically make it so that if you have both of those, then the drop rate increases. Also, if you kill a certain amount of monsters, this is both for free to play and not free to play. If you kill a certain amount of monsters, you have a guaranteed drop of it. This is the only thing that you have the guaranteed shop chance for, just because it's linked to daily farming, and I don't want people to basically feel gypped because they couldn't finish their daily stuff in like 2 or 3 hours. I think 1 hour is plenty. I think it's an RPG. I think people are okay with putting in 1 or 2 hours a day. Yeah, I do. I just gotta put them into practice and actually release the game. That's the problem. That is the problem I'm running into now. What is this doing? Image clone removal. Yeah, I think this is kind of fine, actually. Yeah, I had like a difficulty being like, should I only sell cosmetics or should I offer things like I said, like experience coupons or other things that can increase progress. And the problem with cosmetics is like it's great, but only if the game really pops off. There's certain things. Also for my game, I do plan on making it so you can buy uh, experience and drop coupons with Acorns too, but it'll be like it's expensive. I need a way to reduce the amount of the regular Acorn currency in the game, and that will be one of the ways. Uh, Wait, what? Can you help me with one script to mouse uh, the the Logitech software? I don't know how to do anything like that, dude. Sorry. If you're looking to link something to Logitech software, uh, it's supposed to work like this. Upon pressing G. Oh, okay. Mouse. So those extra keys on the mouse are that would be like a computer thing. So that wouldn't necessarily be. So you'd associate that key with like now I've had those mouses before, but I've never actually programmed any of the extra buttons. But I'm pretty sure like you'd have to do it within the mouse itself first, and then you can associate the button presses with whatever you want to happen. Uh, and in which case you can just use not user input service, context action service. You can use context action service. You can look for a list of all the different context actions, and then look for the one that key is activating. Oh, you okay? So you already have the thing that starts it upon active. Nothing script is off while function start is active. Key I should be. I mean, here's the thing. Without looking at your script, I can tell you right now that oh, without looking at your script, I can tell you that if it already works to start and stopping is the problem, then you're almost completely done. Like I don't even have to touch it. Like all you really need to do is look at your stop thing and your stop function and make sure everything's disconnecting. Like I assume you use connections or some other thing. You just have to make sure that everything is or maybe you have to make sure that the button is like correct. Just it's basically you're almost there. If it's already if the actual script is working, it's just not stopping, then you just have to go through basically line by line and within the stop script to find out what's going on there. Oh geez, yeah, that's I mean again, if you got it to work to start, then you're most of the way there. Um, Hey, don't say damn 4 hours. Damn only 4 hours is what you should say. You know the last time I tried to use ChatGPT to help me make a script, it took me like 3 hours to fix what it gave me. uh, I'm impressed that it worked for him in general. So it's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, I've been starting to use it a lot too, but like I don't use it to make scripts for me. I use it to check things and like make dialogue stuff. I literally I said that I mentioned this before, but I've literally used ChatGPT, told it to make uh, 3 different dialogues for 50 different NPCs scattered across 4 different islands, and it did it for me in literally like 20 seconds, if that. It just gave me a bunch of different things, and I still have the notepad with the response available because I'm going to use them. I also told it to give me 1 quest per NPC. I was like, yeah, awesome. It did it easily. Yeah, ChatGPT is a wonder if you know what the limitations of it are and how you should and shouldn't use it. Even now, sometimes I use it for things that I shouldn't. In terms of like I know that the limitations are definitely not going to work out for me. All
right, first of all, this is not there anymore, so this is going to error out if I include that. Yep, this becomes that. Yep. Enabled. What? Oh, it's for the image. Okay, yeah, well, that doesn't matter. That's fine. Okay, else this stuff. Next stuff down here. I mean, yeah, that's one of the problems with using ChatGPT is ChatGPT is great, but you kind of need to already know what is kind of going on. Like you can't ask it to write something in Chinese if you don't understand Chinese, so you can fix it afterward. Like the key to ChatGPT is be good at proofreading. All right, UI stroke color. So here, this is one of the things. I have to create the table here. Local hover info table is equal to table 1 is equal to a get attribute ID 2 is equal to background color 3. Wait, what? Really? Easy. Easy. All right. Go 3 is UI stroke color, which is whatever the hell this is. So we're going to grab this and fix that in a bit. And then 4 is rarity text. All right, man. Have a good one, Luxterity. Please, don't be a stranger, man. Don't be a stranger. Rarity text. Yo, where's the rarity text? Here it is. Oh, that's funny. So for starters, I'm going to need this. I see. Okay, so this is going to be local rarity is equal to that. If I actually press equal to instead of minus. rarity. Rarity. This is gonna change though. I'm totally gonna change this. This is self.modules.module shared rarity. Yep. Rarity info is equal to local rarity is equal to cool. Rarity info 1, rarity info 2, rarity info 3, and now I have, there's a few things that are kind of messed up here. 0. Okay, yeah, we can save now. So this is just going to be rarity. Problem here is now I need inventory, iType, and ID. That's hilarious. Local full ID is equal to that boy over there. Then we go. Yep. 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 We could do that if full ID. All right, that got rid of all of the errors, and now we can do self.modules.module client player GUI dot hover enter item. Hover info table. And all of this. Bye-bye. So the only reason I need base item is for rarity, to get the rarity of the base item. And this applies to some like potions that will not be lower than like epic or something. That's understandable. Where is a rarity? Oh, the problem is sometimes, yeah, okay, that's mildly aggravating. Can't I do it so that if item for is missing, then I can actually... That I am. I'm probably going to be... I'll probably have to step away soon, actually. Days are getting shorter, so I gotta take the dog out earlier. But yeah, I'm still streaming. It's probably still gonna stream for another half hour. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's kind of important. I mean, it's annoying because there's definitely a better way to do this, but I guess I'll keep it like this for now. Very annoying. Alright, where's this red going on? Oh. Item info GUI. I'm pretty sure this would just be self.modules.module client GUI dot player GUI dot GUI. Yeah. Sorry, I missed it. What was I saying when I said do what? Okay, yeah. Actually, no, this is potentially bad. Let me see the hover leave. Function. Oh yeah, there has to be a better way to do what I'm doing here. Because the problem is, well, it's not really a problem. It's just it's clearly unnecessary. Where's hover enter? Up here. So I'm trying to use the player module here to handle all of my all the items where, like, if I hover over the item, it shows the like item information. And some scripts that lead into this have information that this script doesn't have, and because of that, this script has to actually get some information that I double retrieve here. So like over here I have to get the inventory, but over here I also have to get the inventory. So I was thinking, oh, I could probably just send this through with like those things blank, and then if over here I can be like, oh, if those are blank, then those actually are this, which is probably the better way to do it instead of doing this and always calling these here, because because these things are only needed here because I need the base item. If I don't need the base item, which I also grab here, then yeah. I probably could, but I'm not super comfortable with using global variables like that yet, so. Maybe in the future. Maybe in the future when I'm more comfortable using global variables, I'll be a whiz, a genius. I mean, ultimately, I think being comfortable using global variables and knowing a bunch of things just in general is like one of the last steps to being like a great coder, because that means that you're kind of messing with stuff that people tell you to never mess with. Which I'm kind of starting to get into that with other things, probably for the worse, but whatever. Henry can tell you how much he hates how my code looks. And also, this, like, setting it up this way would never work in any other programming language, and I totally understand that. Editable images. I don't know what those are. What are editable images? You're gonna have to tell me, because now you've intrigued me. You've piqued my interest. hover leave. So hover leave here was this. There is no slot here. There's literally no slot here. Gonna grab this. It's going to be hover leave. I'm gonna change this to hover leave item because I don't think I'm ever gonna have another one, but we'll see. This can be blank. Easy. Oh, a custom asset that you don't have to upload to Roblox but create with code. That I could find some applications for that. Nice, nice. That actually sounds very dangerous now that you're saying that. Because at least Roblox has some kind of moderation feature with that, with like uploading images. Like I would like to. The use case I'm thinking of is like a grid system where you can see a grid and the image is the grid and it's super basic and you like I don't want to have to upload stuff like that. But like, yeah. I mean, might as well use it. Just yeah, as long as I feel like that feature is going to be removed because the moment people realize, hey, you can make images with this without Roblox knowing, or would Roblox know? I would imagine they wouldn't. That's probably how all those like R18 games that aren't really flagged as R18 games do stuff. Because I'm pretty sure Roblox has some kind of moderation feature for its images where it like doesn't allow certain things. When you say these dumb kiddos, do you mean Roblox people or the people that code Roblox? Or both? I assume both. I mean, wait. End con. Honestly, that's the best way to learn something, reverse engineering. That's literally how I'm doing this game. I'm trying to figure out... I'm looking at like an end product and coming up with the... like figuring out the other way. Yeah, they really have to do something. At the bytes and figuring out the... oh, yeah. Oh, that's fun. I had to do that as an exercise once, I'm pretty sure. And never again, but I'm sure I could still figure it out. Nice, nice. Yeah, I'll once I have like free time and I'm not like super strapped for cash and super stressed out, I'll probably try to do some crazy stuff. Like I want to do I want to push Roblox to its limits in terms of performance at some point. And when I say performance, I don't mean like I don't want people to see like the individual skin pores on people's face. I mean I want like crazy effects and images and a bunch of monsters, and I want to play like crazy games on Roblox, if you know what I mean. performance limits, right? Please tell me it's performance limits. Self module. All right. Anyway, so I have this now. There's no errors. I'm going to try. Oh, wait. Before I do that, let's go back to. Right click. Oh, yep. That was the problem. This is going to be self.modules.module client bestiary module client bestiary. Okay. That would be interesting. I feel like that would be put an end to really quick, especially if you make some kind of API for it. Like that would be cool. I feel like Roblox wouldn't appreciate stuff like that, though. If you're like playing content that they don't have a way to moderate. I mean, honestly, that's not a bad way to go about things. Unless you're well off enough to like free the code. Not everybody's well off enough to do that, though. There's no... Oh, I do have an initialize here. Let's do that then. We go to client. Where are all my initializations? We do modules.module client bestiary.initialize. Okay. All right, let's test this out. Let's see what errors I get. Yeah, it's... They gotta hire you, man. Oh, you know what? I have to do something else, right? I can't... How do you like that, by the way? Look at this. Got some arrow. I might have to make it move even faster. Yikes. Actually, that's fast enough, I think. The problem is it's going so fast now that even when it hits the first monster, it still keeps going because it doesn't recognize the monster's dead yet. Or it doesn't recognize that the monster's hit yet. I might have to do it. I might have to delete it before I send it. Yeah, probably. The arrows animation, I used a decay function. I just got a model and I use a decay function on the model. I could probably just use a lerp on it, but yeah, it's the function that so it's the function that requires delta time, basically. Why not, man? It's either lerp or what's it called, the other one, and lerp is awful. Decay is probably more awful for this situation, actually, because like all the monsters run on decay, but that's because I needed a way to move the monsters without relying on data. Basically, I needed all the the clients to move them at roughly the same time, and the decay function is the only real way to do that I'm aware of. Oh, you're thinking of the actual lerp function. No, I mean the actual calculation itself. So this is what I mean. When I say lerp function, I mean, and this better be the correct one. If this is not what I hope it is, then I'm going to be very pissed off. Very embarrassed. Where is it? Module server monster. This is follow, but this should be fine too. So you see, there's no lerp here, but I'm pretty sure these are actually, well, these are y values. Where the frick is x? Wait, if new platform. Okay, where is it? Oh, I do. Okay, I do this kind of lerp. Okay, so I do lerp. No, I'm embarrassed. I do lerp up here too. Where was my function where I didn't have lerp? It's the actual function for it. But anyway, I don't really use like for this lerp. I'm pretty sure I use what's it called? Dude, tween is literally lerp, but slower. That's what tween does. Pretty sure that's what it does. So, lerp is a function. It does like and you do things with you can do things with tween that you can't do with lerp, obviously, because it's a Roblox specific function. Yeah, and you can like do very specific things with tween in order to make it like go in a certain curve. But with lerp, if you know the math behind it, you can do that more efficiently. I mean, it's so the efficiency is like so limited that it doesn't really matter that much. But what I'm saying is, tween is just like lerp, but like with extra steps. I don't know, dude. The thing is I'm embarrassed now because I don't actually have it here. I was using it before, but lerp is literally just a function. So this is really annoying that I have lerp here. And the reason why it's a function, like the reason why it's like one of these things is because this lerp only works with vector 3s, but you can do lerps on individual points. You just have to do the actual function to lerp them. And it probably works more efficiently, honestly.
How did you dodge this ban?
Manual calculations, I disagree, Barcy. I say manual calculations are better because you can be more specific with what you want. Does that mean I will use manual calculations everywhere? Everywhere? No, I do tweens on actually the like this when like when you kill something here. You see the stuff kind of rises then falls really so rises falls really quick. That's a tween. That's tweening up and tweening down. But like getting it to move in a very specific spot, like so it's not all on top of each other. I do additional math for that. That's not like a specific tween or anything. That's math. I don't know. I feel like if you want it to get as optimal as you can, like if I really want it to be as optimal as I can with this, I could do something better than tween. What is does tween use C or C++ or something? Is that why it claims to be more optimized? It doesn't use Lua. All right, I'm getting lost in the weeds here. Yeah, one of these days I'll do an actual speed test on it. I'm not too interested in doing a speed test on it now because whatever. But I mean, if you're still interested in the decay thing here, decay is really only done on the client for me, pretty sure. I also do that here. Here. Oh, wait. So, the decay function actually doesn't exist, I think. Not in Roblox. I had to create it myself. Now that I think about it. Let's find the decay function. This is... Oh, client toolbox. Okay, so it's down here. Yeah, decay. So this is the decay function over here. Exponential decay. You pick a number. Generally, the number is between 3 and 6, I believe. And it'll move monsters based on a target position and delta time. That way, you don't have to constantly send where the monster is from the server to the client. And it makes for smoother movements that are not as connection intensive or like received connection intensive, which is the thing that shows up over here. Wait, did I just undo something? Whoops. Yeah, like this received amount is way lower because of it. I mean, it's lower now because there's no monsters, but yeah, I have monsters now. Jumps up a little bit. Yeah, I mean this apparently this isn't even Roblox optimization. This is optimization for every kind of game out there. Like they're pretty much all supposed to use some kind of version of decay. That's my understanding because it's the only thing that I'm aware of that that only uses delta time and some constant, some decay constant. As the variable. Nice. I have to actually get this thing to work. I want to get this thing to work before I sign off. Bestiary. Oh, you know what? I think I don't have this. Modules.module client right click dot initialize. Let's go error. Let's go error. All right, let me just see if the bestiary itself works. Let's go. Apparently not. I'm an imbecile. Oh, geez. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, sorry about that. That's what I'm looking for. Didn't return exactly one value. What the hell are you talking about? I mean, I know what you're talking about, but what's the problem? Do I really have to go? Oh, that's a master module thing. Okay. What was I working on in the server that would cause this? Debalance drops equipment item party return local self return self. I'm confused, but I'll figure out exactly which one it is by just printing it. Master module, we go up here. '28 print v.name. Play. What's the error? Welcome back, Barcy. Okay, there's the error again. Client master module. Let's move this to the front over here with the server. Client master module 28. Print v.name. Module client party. All right. It's literally right here. Oh, did I create it and never save it? Okay. Cute. Whatever. Ayo, what's this? Attempt to index nil with main button. What? GUI. Do I call? No, there's no way. I have to be doing it ahead of time. Just module client bestiary. I haven't even called this yet, right? No, it's right here. Okay. Module client bestiary, but module client. Gotta love errors. Module client bestiary. Import tables. Import tables. If this ran correctly, then GUI2 clone should be here. Attempt to index nil with main button. Again, the only way... And it didn't mess up here. It's only to clone. Okay, that means I'm messing up capitalization somewhere. To clone. To clone, to clone. Nope. Oh, you know what? GUI to clone. That's why. It's because bestiary. I'm going to stop here. In my replicated storage, it's called something else. GUI to clone. Bestiary GUI. That's what it is. GUI. Okay. Okay, well, that's not cool. Let's just see if this works. Nope. Oh dear. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Anywhere where I see self GUI, bestiary, where is it? Oh, no. Okay, it has to be frame main and frame page. Okay. Dot frame. Dot main. Okay. Sure. Let's go back. Bestiary, green crab. What's the problem here now? Oh, this changed. Ha. Okay, that's an okay problem to have. Just have to open the monster stats. Where is it? monster stats. Yeah, they're all caps. 192. ATK, DEF, HP. Level is still lowercase for whatever reason. It's because it's not a stat, it's just a level. Okay. I guess we just keep doing that, right? Oh, these are like old stuff, right? Stop. Play. Let's just get the bestiary part working, and we'll get the click part working afterward. Hey, look at that. Drops aren't coming through, though. I do like that. Okay. I'll have to figure out what's going on with the drops. I don't like how that's all messed up, but what am I going to do? Okay. I like it. Yeah, but again, drops for some reason are not coming through. I'll fix that. I think that's enough for today, though. I'm going to end the stream now. I'll be back on Wednesday. By Wednesday, I should be pretty much caught up, honestly. Like, all I have to do now is finish what I'm working on here. And like the only thing that is not really up to date now is basically what I'm working on now and the equipment tab, which is fine. That shouldn't be too difficult. Although I might be counting my eggs before they hatch. But yeah, we'll see where I am on Wednesday. I'll have to reconvene then. But yeah, I'll be working on interplace communication probably either Wednesday or Friday. That's the plan. Thanks for tuning in, and see you guys then. Bye.